I don't know if Alex remember this, but during my first interview, it's a clip. We was talking about the LA rap scene and people out of Inglewood rapping or whatever. And you know, if you from Inglewood, Mack 10 ain't gonna come up.
Hands down.
So I'm like, yeah, man, you know, nigga Mack 10, nigga, I fuck with Mack 10 because you know he put the city on the map. Period.
Hands down. Oh.
I'm like, but man, shit, he went way to Watson, got an artist and shit, nigga. He need to come to Inglewood and write everything. In that same interview, I said that about. I'm like, Glasses hard, but you know what I'm saying. He went to Watson and come to Inglewood. I said there's something about the Casey Veggies thing, right? And we just had Casey up here, but how'd you meet Mack 10?
So to be honest, I met him in person. I was going to K-Day. And at this time, White Lightning, this in 2005, White Lightning was getting a grip of play. At that time, Power was playing a different song. It used to be a station called The Beat. They was playing a different song. They was playing 200. Power was playing They Saying with Game on the Hook. And then K-Day was playing a song called Therapy Session. And K-Day, I went to K-Day to do an interview with Julio G, and Mack was leaving. And Mack was like 15 people deep, 15 niggas deep, and it was just me. And I was just talking to him, bouncing around, and he was just like, this little nigga's crazy. But, you know, I was just, this is my town. I feel like all LA is my town. I just feel like that. I just love this shit, you know what I mean? And yeah, it can get fucked up, but I still love these niggas, you know what I mean? No matter who they is. I don't fuck what it is. So we met each other that day in person. And one day I wrote this thing on MySpace. It was like, I write really well. And I was writing this kind of article about Jay-Z and his album. And he read it. He called me and we was just talking about it. He was talking shit. He was like, man, you could write like a motherfucker. And that's how our friendship really established. You know what I'm saying? From right there. And we just stayed in contact. And he always said, if I ever had the opportunity to sign you, I'll sign you. And the opportunity came and we did it. And he gave it to Birdman, and Birdman thought it was the greatest thing. So that was all because of Mack.
Shout out Mack 10, man, Inglewood.
Mack, when he first started, he used to have a lot of Inglewood niggas at one time. He had a few of them around, but you know, you know how shit go.
Yeah, I remember back in the days, he had Squeak Rule off on the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We got a few guys.
Yeah, and then he crossed over. He signed CJ Mack from 60s back in the day.
I remember that. And he signed 8 from Track New.
Yep. Oh,
I
didn't know that.
Moves though. Yeah, he signed 8. He had 8 for 2 albums.
Oh, that's hard.
So he was making big moves. You know, Mack was on the verge of signing Snoop before Snoop went to No Limit.
I heard about that.
$1 million. So gonna give him $1 million. And Master P came and stole him from right up under him.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same Snoop. No Limit Snoop and Death Row Snoop, music.
But this is right when he's leaving Death Row, so he looking for a way out. He kind of had, you know, he ain't really fucking with Suge in trouble. He ain't really got no paper. Mack was finna give him $1 million. Could you imagine how big that was if he signs Mack 10 to Who-Bangin? I mean, he signed Snoop Dogg to Who-Bangin? Like that would have did for his label?
I think his music, it would have been better too.
It would have been definitely more West Coast.
Because the beats he was rapping over there at No Limit, I think it wasn't really him, so it didn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Totally different sound.
Yeah, it hit different.
But that would have did a lot for their careers completely different. But I'm sure that No Limit shit still helped him market in the South better. I'm sure his stronghold got way better after that. You know what I mean?
Shit, he the biggest rap artist ever. So
I always say that.
Then he got Cereal. He
Skechers.
Martha Stewart. Skechers?
He got Skechers shoes. Them commercials coming on every day.
Sure does.
He got a line in Walmart.
I see him almost on everything. It's like even a trending thing. Like, what doesn't Snoop do?
And it's in every country.
Damn.
Yeah.
So why he ain't a billionaire yet?
Because I think so. Okay, so being a billionaire or the way you see it ain't the way it is, right? Like a billionaire is a calculation of what everything you worth, and you put a lot of extra onto it. Snoop is making great money, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's into that whole advertisement of what he's worth. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever went into that whole net worth, let me add up all this and what I'm worth to the game and blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of the people you hear, they be saying they billionaires. They ain't got they can sell everything they got and they won't have no $1 billion. But the way that setup work is, you know what I mean? This is somebody's net worth. But if you think about it too, somebody couldn't even pay you what you worth. They couldn't make money. If you was worth $1 billion, somebody would try to give you $50 million so they could make 900.
Right.
And then make you work for the other 50. You know what I mean? So it's simple, just math, simple business. If you worth $1 billion, somebody could only give you $100 million so they can make it worth it. make it worth whatever they need to spend to get you to that $1 billion, your brand.
I would like to sit down with Snoop Dogg and tell him, because he might think like, man, what's the big deal? Why it ain't cool to have his store where it's at, and then he put that on the side of the building, with on the side, and then, you know what I'm saying?
He know.
Because Mack 10 or had the same thing and smack dead in Long Beach, wouldn't happen. Not with the Red and then
he know.
You know what I'm saying?
He know.
Oh, okay.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, because come on, bro. It's not good business for you to do that, though.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that he got a store there and it's still there is awesome. And I'm proud of Inglewood for even allowing that store to be there. You know what I mean? Because for sure it don't have to be there. But it's definitely crazy for him to have that thing on it. I saw that shit driving by. I was looking like, this nigga that lost his fucking mind. I wanted to call him and be like, man, just put a black one on. Why the fuck is you wearing this one? But, again, I'm proud that store is there. I'm really proud of Inglewood because that store don't have to be there. And if that's the greatest lashback of Snoop having a store in Inglewood, I'm impressed because 30 years ago, there's just no way possible that could even happen, probably even a little bit. He couldn't have had no store. I don't give a fuck what was on the side. If that store said Snoop, they probably would have tore that shit apart.
Right.
So it's just showing where we coming as a complete culture in Los Angeles, all the way top to bottom, no matter if we in Inglewood or Long Beach or Compton, Watts, same thing.
Yeah, but you know how I go, though.
For sure.
But do you think that has to do with like a lot of tourists coming out here for the football games, and then people saying like Snoop Dogg and Inglewood, because a lot of tourists come through Inglewood a lot. So do you think
the what part have to do with it?
Like him having a store right there? I know that I never seen it, but just based off what you told me.
For sure. That's why he got the store.
That's what I was gonna say. That's probably why. But the cut, I know it's like he was in like a blue bandana or something.
That shit look crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen the store yet, but I know you Munchie had.
I remember thinking to myself like, I ought to call this nigga and tell him to take this shit down.
Yeah, it just ain't smart. You know what I'm saying?
So like a black and white would probably be more like
any color.
Just neutral.
Any
or
color.
Just,
black and gold.
Give me black and gold.
They wear black and gold in this section. You know what I'm saying?
But again, like I say, I think he know. I ain't talked to him about it, but he know. He thinking himself like, what was I thinking?
Nah, I know he didn't because he put it back up.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's him putting it back up or the owner of the store not thinking, more or less. Like a lot of times when people do business like that, they'll have somebody financing and running the whole program. So like, I think if he's aware, now I think he's aware at this point to some degree where it's like, okay, I need to figure something out. I don't think he holding still on it because I think he knows everybody know where he's from anyway. But again, it could be somebody running the store, doing his business for him, and he ain't really tuned in outside of the press. You know what I mean? Where you see the press, like, what the fuck is that? Like, he'll see like that. Same thing with Jay-Z and all of them. You know what I mean? They ain't all extra hands-on with all their businesses. And it's important because it's a brand.
I know he's super busy, so he ain't focused on that. That's small compared to what he got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think it do matter, and I think it's right because she knows, like, the traffic is coming there. But that shit do look crazy in Inglewood. That look crazy. I don't know what he was thinking.
Where is it at?
It's on Prairie.
Oh, okay.
Like not far, but across from SoFi Stadium.
Right.
Okay.
But it's just in Inglewood.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just crazy. I was like, this nigga's. I was thinking to myself, like, why would they put that there? But again, they'll figure it out. Whether they figure it out the hard way, the easy way, they figure it out. You always do.
Hopefully it's the smooth way.
Snoop is a real diplomat, man. He knows how to resolve situations, and when they'll figure it out. He trust me. He got respect for Inglewood. That ain't no question. He know where it's at. He know, so they'll figure it out.